So lately, I have had like what I would say is a creative funk. I've been a creative funk, or should I say, I've just been unable to do too much. So yeah, I just realized that a lot of creatives are like me. Basically, even putting a label on your creative, calling yourself a creative is already stressful as it is. And then keeping up with like a whole lot of things going out in the creative community, this space like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, so many platforms, honestly, can be very draining. But then I just thought about it and I was like, let me just come here and tell you guys how I deal with times where I don't feel like doing anything, makeup. I don't want to touch makeup. I just don't want to do it. First of all, I would say that that doesn't actually work for me the way it sounds because I have bills to pay. So even when I do not feel like, there's always a constant reminder in my head like I have to because I have bills to pay, to be honest. And one of the ways to know if you're a disciplined person is how do you how do you do like what do you do when you do not feel like doing things that you need to do? So there are things that you have to do, there are things that you need to do, there are things that you must do. Those are just different things. Do you get? So the things you must do, for example, in a day you have to drink water, you must drink water, you must breathe, right? You must eat. The things you need to do most times are connected to things that are like involved in your development, personally, work wise, anywho. Those are needs. Then the things that you have to do are probably things connected to your goals, where you think, okay, if I do this thing, then I would progress like this. If your personal goals, usually, I have to work out, I have to eat healthy, you know. And most times you have options because you haven't gotten to a dear point. For example, when you become obese, now it stops being a have. I have to work out. It now becomes I need to work out. I must work out, that kind of thing. So I've debated a lot, but my point is, first of all, I have bills to pay. So I can't even stay without working for a long period of time as much as I would like to, but I'll just be there looking at my makeup products. I'm not making any money. It doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, when I think about creative work, sometimes I don't think about it as just the art of servicing clients alone. I think about it as something like this, for example, recording a video, making a tutorial. Sometimes I'm just not in that space to sit down, do my makeup, do my hair, to come and start talking to people that I cannot even see right now. But yeah, these are some of the things that I do. Number one, I just lazy it out. Like I call it lazing it out because I literally just do nothing. Do absolutely nothing. Like if I check my messages and there's no urgent message, I would not respond. I would not pick calls that are not important. I will not watch television, especially Nigerian news. And I will watch makeup related things. For example, when I'm not doing anything, if I start watching a YouTube video that is about makeup, then I'm kind of already working. Or if I start watching a YouTube video that is talking about SEO or how to create your own website or something, do you get what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of working already while relaxing. That's not it. Like this time I choose the most lazy activities. I will do the barest minimum. I literally sleep, wake up, do the things I have to do. Like maybe I need to send this email, I need to make this call, then I do those ones. And after that, I just shut down completely and give myself a break. So I do that. And I do that more regularly than people think that I do. And it's just so funny because everybody now kind of thinks I'm always working, but that's not true. That's not true at all. So that's number one. Number two is I just stick out my tribe and try to talk to people. So I would call my friends, I'll call my sister, I'll just call people that I know I can speak to genuinely and just tell them like this is what's going on and this is how I'm feeling and I really am not in this headspace or whatever. I also like to speak to people within my community, like makeup artists and likes, because they can always relate, honestly, better. Sometimes I'll just say, like, oh, there's no work or more, I've not even been able to post on Instagram. Instagram is just annoying me. And then we just have like a mini rant session. And sometimes that helps a lot because it just helps you realize that you're not alone in that instance. Like, you're not the only one that is feeling that way. And you have an ally, basically. So call your tribe or your siblings, call people within your community and speak to them. Most times it helps, trust me. Another thing that I do is I listen to music. So two ways that I just put on my speaker and listen to music and try to sing along, intentionally singing along. Or I use my AirPods and I plug it and I shut down the world and I listen to music. Now, I'm not like a playlist person. Like, I'm not someone that has a whole lot of playlists, but I have two major playlists. I have like a Christian playlist and I have a female empowerment playlist. And I don't know why I said that because that's not actually what the playlist is. But it's just like all these songs by not only just female artists, but like there are songs that I feel like when I hear them, it gives me ginger. Like, he gives me, he brings my Beyonce, my Nicki out. I don't know how to explain it. So those are my major two playlists. And depending on how I'm feeling, sometimes I'm feeling like I'm just down. I need to inspire myself. I need to feel the ginger from inside. Then I would go through my female empowerment playlist. But then sometimes I'm feeling like my whole life is a mess. You know, when you're just having those kind of days that like, oh my God, my life is going. So I need to go to God because only God can fix this. So I'm on my Christian playlist and I'm just worshiping and I'm just listening to Christian music. So yeah, that's that. And I always journal. So the journaling thing, I started it years ago, but I'm always very disorganized. So I have bits and pieces of my thoughts scattered in different jotters and papers all over. But now I have intentionally collecting them like together. So now I'm trying to intentionally write in just 2 books. And yeah, so far so good. That has worked. And I'm grateful for that. The next thing is, for me, after prayer and listening to music and calling my tribe and also just picking a day to do nothing is to binge watch movies. I already said that one. Exercise. Oh my God, yes. So sometimes I will just start jumping. Like, there was one particular woman, I don't even know where. Some of these things, I just hear them and then I pick them and I can't remember who said them. So there's this lady that was watching like something and she was like, oh, that, like, she made up her mind that even if she doesn't have time to exercise, she's going to jump 50 times. So no matter how much your day is busy, you find time to jump 50 times. So she will jump wherever she is, maybe before she goes to the bathroom or in between meetings or something. She'll just find a corner and jump 50 times. So yeah, that's helped me. So sometimes when I'm feeling down, I'm feeling like I can't think about what to do next, I'll just stand up from the bed and just jump 50 times. And yeah, it does help. You know how there's a lot of research about how exercise helps productivity. I think that is true. You should try that. The last thing that I would say that I do to help myself get out of a funk, creative funk, is just to sit down and offload my head. So sometimes what happens with me is there's so much to do, right? In my head, it just feels like, oh my God, there's a whole lot to do. There's no time. My resources are limited. So then I just shut down. You get, so instead of me, sometimes I go into solution mode, or what can I do? What can I do? What can I do to make this work? Some other days I literally just shut down. And so when it's one of those days that I notice that, okay, what is wrong with me? Like, why am I shutting down? Okay, so maybe I'm feeling overwhelmed. Maybe I'm feeling stuck and I'm feeling like I have so much in my head. So I just get a book, a Bible, offload. Try and write down, okay, what do I want to do? What is the end goal? Why am I wanting to do this particular thing? What do I see it's coming to later on and stuff like that? So that helps. I can't even lie. It really does help. At the beginning of this video, I wanted to also mention that sometimes when you're feeling that creative sleepiness, dullness, it could be for so many reasons. if you're a girl like me, it could just be your hormones. I swear, sometimes it's just your hormones. You're just not feeling yourself and it's not something within your control, right? Another thing, it could be that your body is tired, like you have pushed yourself and your body is telling your mind that please, I beg, I'm on the brink of a breakdown. Like this girl will not hear a word. Can we all just shut her down so that she can rest? Sometimes you actually just need to stop and rest. And other times, I think it's just a matter of what is happening around you. Maybe your environment, your immediate environment, your friends, your neighbors, conversations you're engaging in daily, maybe the route you even take to work. There's something that just pisses you off there. An example for that has been one of the reasons why I felt very drained recently has just been Nigeria. Like the fact that I'm in Nigeria just gives me a sense of frustration that I cannot even explain. And it, for a very long time, a very long time being like 2 years, I have been shutting out news. I don't listen to news intentionally. I try to not hear anything because once I hear, like, I can't unhear it. And my brain just keeps like telling, like, what kind of rubbish leaders do we have? Do you understand? Like, I can't unsee injustice. I can't unsee all those things. So it kind of puts me in a very frustrated place because I'm constantly feeling like I can't do anything about it. I feel very helpless and I also feel a bit trapped. And I'm very, very annoyed about the whole situation. So I think what I'm learning to do now is just to tell myself that, I'm here, like, and I'm just going to make it work. Some people have been here for years and they've progressed, they've grown through legitimate work, I must say. I must make that point and not anything illegal. So why would my case be different? So I'm just checking myself now. Anytime I hear something or I see particular news and it gets to me in like, oh my God, this country, I just tell myself, you know what? This country is really shitty and all, but don't worry, don't be down, don't feel sad, don't feel frustrated. Just go ahead and do your thing. That's just my own random conversation. Just wanted you guys to get like an insight to how I do my creative songs and all of those kind of things. So yeah, bye.